Hello everyone, welcome back to Twisted Serenity. Thanks for clicking on my channel. So I wanted to show you guys how I created some inexpensive Valentine DIYs that I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get started. So for my first one, I'm going to be using this pack of tags. I believe I got these at Dollar Tree. And I am going to use this like little stencil that I cut because I want to make a wood banner. All these DIYs, I realized I used a lot of craft sticks and like little pieces of thin wood. So I just trace all of them, and then I am going to take my X-Acto knife and I am going just to cut them up. So easy because these are so thin to cut right up. I'm telling you, a couple passes with the X-Acto knife and they come right apart. So once I cut all my pieces up, I'm going to take my little nail filer and just smooth them out a little bit just to give them a nice clean look. And then I'm going to lay all my pieces out, and I'm just going to paint them with some white acrylic paint. And I give it 2 coats. I paint the sides of them as well because the sides will be showing. So paint like the top and the sides. You do not have to paint the backs. Once my pieces are dried, I'm telling you guys, this is so simple but so cute. I show you guys these little hearts that I got. I got these at Walmart like 2 years ago, and I grabbed them on clearance for 50 cents. They're little conversation heart like stickers. You guys could use these acrylic hearts. You guys could use anything. Those Dollar Tree hearts, you guys could make them look like conversation hearts. But I have these conversation resin hearts that I got from, I think it was Temu, about 2 years ago or last year. I'm not even sure. And very inexpensive, under $2 a pack. And here I'm just showing you how you could take those heart picks from Dollar Tree and make them look like conversation hearts. So simple and so cute. So I grabbed my little resin. I don't know if I said acrylic, but my little resin hearts that I got from Temu. And I'm going to lay out my pieces, and I'm going to take some ribbon. And this ribbon, I had got this at Walmart for 10 cents. I'm telling you, Dollar Tree is not always the way to go. Look at other stores and look at the clearance items, you guys. And I'm going to lay out my ribbon. I cut a longer piece than I need to, obviously. I always do extra. I'd rather have it long and cut it down than short and then I have to do it all over again. I also made like some little bows with a conversation heart ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree. So what I'm doing here, I'm laying my ribbon and I'm just going to glue it to the top of our little pieces. Now, once I have all my, my ribbon laid out and my pieces spaced like I need them to be, I take my little bows and I glue them to the top of our wood tags. Can you guys tell I haven't did a voiceover in so long? I don't even know what I'm saying here. And then I take my hearts and I'm going to glue them on to each of our little pieces. And that is it for this one, you guys. Look at this banner for our tier tray. Or you guys can even make this bigger and turn it into a garland. But I love how cute and how inexpensive this is. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so for our next one, I have these little styrofoam bears from Dollar Tree. And these went so quick, you guys. Because when I saw them at my Dollar Tree, there was only 2 packs. My sister grabbed one, I grabbed one. And I checked some other Dollar Trees and they never had them in. So I grab 2 of them. I take the clip off from the bottom. And I'm just going to paint over them. I paint one with my apple barrel. Some shade of purple. I'll look at it after if anything. But you guys know. My apple barrel paint. I put it on a skewer stick and I just paint our little bear over. And I give it 2 coats to really let it pop because the pink was coming through. And then I take our other bear and I paint it with my other apple bear bluish color. I'll link the colors if anything. And I give that 2 coats as well. So I let the bears dry. And once they were dried, I grabbed a little sponge brush with some Mod Podge. And I dabbed up and down. And I covered our bear completely. I started off with my little blue bear first. Then I took my glitter. And this is like that glitter I grabbed, I think, at Hobby Lobby. And I love that it had like all the different colors. So I put blue over our blue bear, blue glitter, and purple glitter over our purple bear. And let those dry up. And look at how cute they look. but I gotta do a little something extra on them to match the whole theme. So I took two conversation hearts that I had, one purple and one of the bluish color. I glued the purple onto the blue bear and the blue onto the purple bear. And that was it for this one, you guys. Okay, these ones were fun to make. I'm showing you guys I have a like one of those table tennis balls from Dollar Tree, like an ornament and a piece of styrofoam. You could use whatever, or you could just use clay. And I'm showing you guys Dollar Tree does have clay, you guys. It has bright colors, but in the toy section they do have clay. So I grabbed my air dry clay and I just take some paint and I'm just going to mix up some paint mixtures until I get the color that I want. I wanted like those pastel looking colors. I tried this paint at first because it had like a glittery texture, but I did not like it at all. So obviously I switched it up. So I'm just conditioning, I think that's what they call it, conditioning my clay to make it smooth to work it with. And the reason why I'm using the balls, so I don't have to use so much clay. So I'm going to take our clay, roll it out, and then I'm going to cover it over the ball and just make it look like a nice little round ball. I'm going to make little fake cake pops. I love Valentine's Day and I love the fake sweets, especially for Valentine's Day. So I take another little piece of clay and I'm just going to take a little, roll it out and make it flat. And I'm going to put our little fake round cake pop on top of it so it could stand upright. And I had these little treat sticks, which I didn't even know I had. I did not know I had at all. And they had all different fun colors. So I am just going to, so this was the ping pong ball, I believe, or the styrofoam. I'm not sure which one I used on this one. And I just made a little hole inside of it and stuck our little stick right inside of it. Now to make it a little bit extra fun, I'm going to take some puffy paint and make it look like drizzles all on top of it. And put some glitter on top. And then my little faux sprinkles. I have such a huge collection of faux sprinkles that I've bought for like different holidays. And I'm telling you, you would buy faux, like a little pack of faux sprinkles for under $2.99 on different websites. And you have so many sprinkles for so many projects. I mean, I've been having these fake little sprinkles for, this is probably my third year now. And I still make so many projects with them. I topped it off with a conversation heart, you guys. And that was it. I did 3 different ones. I did a pink and a purple one as well. All exactly the same. And these are so cute. I love the fake sweets for Valentine's Day and for a tier tray. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, on to the next, you guys. This one's so simple. I have 3 pieces of the wood planks. And the only reason why I'm using the wood planks because I did not have no small pieces of thick wood. So, and it's cold right now. And I was not going to go cut it, you guys. I'm sorry. So I decided to use 3 wood planks, put them all together to make it look like one thick piece of wood. And I'm going once again with my X-Acto knife. I'm telling you, score it, you guys. And these pieces break right off. And then I'm going to go in and with my nail filer and just clean up our pieces and sand them all down. Now I'm going to take all 3 of our pieces and I'm going to attach all of them together. Like I said, to make a bigger piece of, like if it's a thicker piece of wood. So you could use wood glue. I just use hot glue, you guys. I was just trying to get these done. And I attach them all together and I make sure they're nice and stuck together. Once I have them all together, I do take some spackle and I run it around the trims or the borders, whatever it's called, the borders. And I, just to make it, like I said, to make it look like one piece. So my spackle's dry, so I take my little finger sander and I just stand up all around the edges and just clean it all up. Like I said, to make it all look like one piece of solid wood. Then I'm going to take some red paint and I'm going to paint the sides and the back. And the only thing I painted of the front, I mean, I painted a little bit of a border of the front of it. Other than that, I left that unpainted. Now, once it's all dried up, I printed out this image And it's not the best quality, you guys. I do not have the best printer, but it will do the job. It's just the Sweethearts candy box image. And then I'm going to cut it down to size. Obviously, when I cut it down, I always leave it a little bit bigger. So when I go in to sand it, it has like that nice cleaner look. And then I'm going to take my Elmer's glue, because I'm horrible with Mod Podge, you guys. I'm so bad with Mod Podge. And I take my Elmer's glue and I just glue our image to the front of our little box. And then I take my little nail filer and I sand down the edges of it. And that's honestly it for this one, you guys. This is like one of my favorite ones out of everything I did because it's so cute. It's so simple. Okay, so for my next one, I have this little wood heart, and it had 2 holes. So I'm thinking this heart came from like a banner, but I just don't remember from where. You guys can easily recreate these hearts. So I have so many times just with a wood heart and writing some words on it. So I was trying to color match to the blue because I filled up the holes with some spackle, and I wanted just to paint them over without repainting the whole heart. So I just mixed some different blues together. I had this old beat up little picture frame that I had in my stash. For these DIYs, this is how much stuff I have in my stash that I need to get rid of, because I did not have to buy anything. All this was in my craft stash. So I'm just going to take the frame and I'm going to paint over it with white. And I give it just 2 coats regular white paint. Then I grab a piece of scrapbook paper and I'm just going to pop the back end out of our little frame. And I'm just going to trace it onto our scrapbook paper. I cut the piece of scrapbook paper out. And then I take my Elmer's glue once again. And I glue the scrapbook paper onto the back of the frame. And then I just pop it back into the frame. Simple as that. Now I'm going to take a little tumbling tower block. I am going to glue it to the back of the heart. So when I stick it in the frame, it has like a 3D look. We've all seen DIYs like this. Very simple, very cute. And now I'm going to glue a heart right into the middle of the frame. And that is it for this one, you guys. Okay, you guys, so I'm grabbing an easel here. Like I said, I'm crafting my stash, so this is pretty beat up. And I think I must have tried to use it in a DIY that I never finished or whatever. So I'm going to just sand it all up. And then I'm going to paint the front and the back with my apple barrel purple paint. And I give it 2 coats. I let it dry. And then I made a decal on my Cricut. And it says Cupid's Bakery. And then I'm going to transfer that right on to the easel. Now, I transfer it on. And then it's like a little too plain for me. So, I have to add like little extra things. So a lot of people always ask me like where I get my little mini decor. It's always just by looking around. These were at Dollar Tree. And these are like those like little blind bag balls that they have like surprises inside them. One had a teapot with a cup. One had a hot dog with corn. One had like gummy bears with pretzels. Another one had the macaroons with the hearts. So I grabbed a couple packs of these. And honestly, I just collect a bunch of little pieces. Like I'm just showing you guys, I have erasers from Target, Dollar Spot, just like so many different things. So I grab, these are different hearts. These 3 little hearts that I'm going to put at the bottom are little resin hearts that I got off of Temu. They were less than $1 a pack. And then I grabbed my little cookie heart, which was actually from one of those little packs of toys at Dollar Tree. And the bags, you can actually kind of like feel them when you go to grab them. If you don't want to just buy something and get surprised, you could feel like what's inside of them by the image. Obviously, I knew which one was the teacup, which one was the heart. You could like feel inside the bag. So I grabbed the little heart cookie and I put it on the top since it is a bakery sign. And then I have like a little spoon, which I glue onto there as well. So this little piece, I got this from Dollar General last year for 25 cents. And I just like the shapes of the hearts because they stand up. So I take it off the string, I remove the beads, and then I'm going to go in with my nail filer and just file down the X's and O's because they were raised. Now I'm going to take the back side And I just printed out some little decals with some conversation words, and I'm going to transfer them onto the back side of the hearts. So basically I'm going to do a reverse stenciling. And I didn't want to, what was the need to print out red decals when I could just do reverse stencil and it has like the red paint on it, which works out perfect. So I transfer Be Mine, XO, XO, Love You, you know, regular conversation hearts onto each of our little heart. So before I go in to paint them, since it was on a garland, they have little holes on the side. I didn't want to fill them with spackle, so I just fill them with my hot glue gun, and I just use a craft stick just to help me smooth it out. And I do that to all the little hearts, and it worked out perfect. So now it's time to paint them. So obviously I'm going to paint them like the pastel colors of the conversation hearts, but since it's such dark red, it's going to take coats and coats and coats, and then it's just going to look like a big mess. So I go in with some white chalk paint first, and I paint the sides of the heart, the back, and a little bit of the front. I just don't go over and paint the complete words yet. I only give it one coat because the more paint that you put onto the words, the more mess it's going to make when you're taking off like the stencil, you could say. So I go and I paint them pink, purple, blue, yellow, and I give them 2 coats of each color. So like I said, I go over the wording once, and while the paint is still a little bit wet, I'm going to just rip off the decals, and it's like a perfect little stencil. And I do that for all of our little hearts. Now, once they're completely all dried up, I want to decorate it like within theme of everything else, because I'm obviously putting it together as a tier tray. I think that's like my specialty at this point, is like little minis in tier tray. And I go in with my white puffy paint, and I'm going to make these look like very candied little candy hearts. So I'm doing the same, like I said, the puffy paint, where I cover the puffy paint with some of my glitter, and then I go in with the full little sprinkles. And I do that for all my little hearts, and that is it for this one, you guys. These are so cute, and I love that you can either put them on the side or stand them up straight. And like I said, best of all, inexpensive, because I got these for 25 cents and everything else I had. Okay, so this is not for the tier tray, you guys, but I want to show you guys how I made like a little candy Valentine village. I have all these little houses, and then I have a Dollar Tree wood heart, which I'm going to cut the bottom of so it could stand up straight, just like the little mini candy hearts. That's what kind of gave me inspiration for this. The plain wood heart, obviously, is from Dollar Tree. The other 2 hearts are from Dollar General. I never pay full price. I always wait for the holiday to be over, get it 50 or 75% off for my houses. Now, I want it to be one of these houses to all be different, but kind of like same at the same time. So I have these little acrylic hearts, and I'm going to put these as my little roof pieces. All the pieces for these houses are going to be made out of craft sticks or thin pieces of craft wood that I cut into shapes in like fake acrylic. Is it acrylic or resin? I don't know. Resin? Resin. Like resin hearts. Like the resin pieced hearts. That's what all these pieces are going to be. So I make that my roof. I mean the hearts out of my roof. I'm showing you guys. I cut pieces of the fence. I have those little fence pieces that I've had in my stash. But you cut, like Dollar Tree carries like little wood pieces. Laser cut pieces. That's what all these pieces consist of. Little laser cut, like I said, popsicle sticks, craft sticks, and all the doors are different size craft sticks. I take my little fence piece, and I want everything obviously to be bright and colorful. I just glue like little hearts all over my houses. I'm not going to show you guys how I made each individual heart, because it's basically house, I'm sorry. It's all basically the same, but it's just decorating how you want it to be. The windows, at first, I had cut little mini craft sticks, but in my stash, I found some, like a little mini laser cut. Is it laser cut or whatever they're called? Ladder, and I'm going to show you guys in a minute how I cut that little piece of ladder to look like little mini windows. Now, for the roof of this one, I have these little half beads, and I'm going to just paint them. And like a little hack, if you take some painter's tape, you glue them on, it's so much easier. I mean, you tape them on, just lay them on the tape, I should say, and it's so much easier to paint, you guys. And that's going to be the roof for this one. And the craziness you hear in the background, you guys, that is my toddler singing. He'll follow and he'll sing to, like, I'll lock myself in any room and he'll sing outside of the door all the time. And it's not like he wants to come in to be with me. He just wants to sing wherever I'm at. I don't know what it is, you guys. So you guys just saw me cut down that mini ladder, and that's what I was talking about. I'll use those for the windows of the houses. Now I am just cutting some thin craft sticks. These like those coffee, they look like the coffee stir sticks. And I'm going to use these to make like a porch type thing. And then these carrots from Dollar Tree, they're so thin, so you could draw whatever shape and then use a knife and cut the pieces down. That's what I'm saying. You guys have thin pieces of wood. You guys could cut any shape you want down with an X-Acto knife. And I'm sure we all have thin pieces of wood from Dollar Tree, from like any type of garland or any holiday that we just have sitting in our craft stash. And honestly, I want to just take a second right now and I want to thank all of you. I know I've been gone for a while, and honestly, I was going through a lot of things in life, a lot of changes in life, and a lot of ups and downs in life that I needed, not even needed a break. I just couldn't do what I love doing, which is crafting either. And for everybody that has reached out to me, my supporters, the emails, the comments, honestly, I love you guys so much, and thank you. You guys don't understand, especially on some of my worst days, and I would see those messages, and I'm sorry I always did not respond back because I didn't know how to get into anything saying thank you without getting into any detail. But I appreciate you all so much. I read every single one, and thank you guys. It means so much to me, you guys. So as you guys saw, I did cover the roof of this house in cardstock, just like the previous house. Cover the porch in cardstock. We don't have to paint everything. We cover it in cardstock to give it like that nice, colorful look without painting it. Now, the heart house, I love how this one came out. I wanted this one to be like the grand one because, obviously it's a different shape. So I want to put like a little tag shape, like a little tag sign on the house. So I'm cutting down some craft sticks just like I did in our first DIY, like our banner for our tier tray. Obviously, I'm doing it on mini craft sticks. So I cut out 4 of them. Obviously, I cut out a large craft stick for the door. I have like this little window that I had in my stash. I had this little laser cut bike that I got from, I think when I grabbed like a bunch of like little pieces from Temu. It was like a pack of them. I'm telling you, for under $2. It was so cute. And I just wrote the word love on our little tags. I forgot that I have little laser cut pieces from Dollar Tree in my stash. And I got the clouds like I think they're supposed to be clouds. And I took the clouds and I wanted to make them into colorful bushes. So I paint them and then I take some little sprinkle hearts and I put those as like the little rows. And then grabbing more of these wood stickers from Dollar Tree. I needed 2 packs because they only had 1 bird in each pack, which I did have 2 packs. I always grab double of everything. And I took the birds out and I painted them pink and I put glitter on them. And I'm going to glue them onto the top of our little heart house so they could be little lovebirds. Like I said, you guys, just have fun with it. Look what you have in your stash as it is. And you guys could create these for any time, any holidays, switch them up. Or even my daughter wants this in her room afterwards. So you know what? It's going in her room. She's grabbing it just because it's colorful and it's so cute. Now I want to place our houses, make it look like a little village. So I grabbed this piece that I had and I just ripped the paper off and I I sand it up, I paint it up, and I glue all our houses on top. And that is it for this one, you guys. Okay, on to our final one. These little plastic candy hearts, obviously from Dollar Tree. I had 3 left. And they have like that little hook part on the top. So I'm just going to cut that off. And then I'm going to sand it up And then I'm going to take our hearts and I'm going to actually glue them together because I don't want them popping out. And then I'm going to take my little sander again and I'm just going to like scratch them all up with the sander so it's plastic so the paint could go on there a little bit better. And I will go in with some white paint at first to give it like that base coat because I am going to go in with my candy heart like pastel colors. And once the white paint dries, I will paint over each heart with my, my pink, my purple, and I think no, I'm sorry. I did purple, blue, and yellow for these ones. Now that my hearts are painted and they're drying, I grab this crate and I'm going to just paint the whole entire thing with some apple barrel bright red, I believe it was. And I even paint the inside of it. My crate is dried and I printed out some decals. I made some decals on my Cricut or cut out some decals on my Cricut. And obviously it's a Sweetheart box. So I went in with the Sweetheart candy logo. I transferred that onto the front of the crate. And then on each of our hearts, I just did the normal, typical candy heart sayings. Just be careful when you're transferring on your words since it's plastic and paint, then you're not going to pull back the paint. That's why I have this transfer paper. I think I got this from Vinyl Expressions. I don't know where I got that transfer paper. Possibly. And I love it for like plastic pieces and like little delicate pieces like this. So I'm grabbing this party paper mesh Dollar Tree, whatever this is called. It's paper shred pieces. Paper shred, I think that's what it is. Decorative paper shred. And I like that I had all the colors basically. Like all those pastel colors. I put it in the box and I put our hearts in our crate and that is it. We have a Sweetheart candy box. I love how this came out. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And comment your favorite down below. Make sure to turn on that bell notification to be notified when I post my next video. And as I always say, and I definitely know, this world could throw you twists and turns, but always make good choices. To the next one, you guys.